Hey, I'm Jake. I make RPG supplements and videos about Pathfinder 2, or PF2. I love PF2, and as a longtime player of D&D and others, I want to share my thoughts on things I find along my journey. Like the Kitsune, the fox-like shape-shifting spirit folk from Japanese myth. It's an ancestry that is so flexible and fun. They love trickery, illusions, and blasting foes with their sparkly tail juices. The reason I love the Kitsune, and I think their main claim to fame, is their close association with shapeshifting. Of all the Ancestries, this one feels most like a spirit given physical form. To start off with, you get the change shape ability, which works as a disguise for whatever the other shape is that you change into, and you can stay in any of your forms for as long as you like. You can choose what other ancestry you look like, though it's usually human when you change shape. You can choose a heritage also that gives you a fox alternate form instead of humanoid if you like. And you can take a feat at 5th level to choose the other of the two forms, humanoid or fox. So by 5th level, you can easily have 3 forms that you can shapeshift into. Your Kitsune combination feature, 2-handed, tailed, clawed, fox head person, human, or fox. It could be elf instead of human or something like that. Or it could be interesting. And you can also choose a feat at 5th level that lets you change into any person for an hour per day, shifting faces. You basically cast illusory disguise, but it's physical transmutation instead of illusion, so you're physically turning into somebody else. It's just neat. And there are 1st level spells that give you a variety of abilities, like a ranged unarmed attack. It's a little spark from your tail, and it works as a sling, technically, so you can make multiple attacks with it. You can even use Flurry of Blows if you're a monk. It's a flurry of tails. And if you're more interested in melee instead, you can take retractable claws, because foxes have retractable claws. You can even choose a special familiar no matter what class you are. Little Aeon Stone, little rock that talks to you and floats if you want. And you can take Daze, Forbidding Ward, or Ghost Sound as a feat. Very, very flexible options. And the Dark Fields Kitsune is the coolest of their heritages because they have a unique power. If someone in 60 feet becomes frightened, the Kitsune gains temporary hit points. They're just bolstered by other people's terror. Sounds like something that's out of spirit folklore. There are just so many directions you can go with a Kitsune. My favorite thing to do, which is, I know, strange, is to really just double down on the whole shape changer theme. So you make a Kitsune Beastkin, which gives you an unarmed bite attack by just taking Beastkin as your versatile heritage. And you can choose whatever kind of animal you like to change into as well. That way, if you chose like pig, for example, you can shapeshift into a human, fox, Kitsune, pig, or a Kitsune pig hybrid. It's a really fun, disgusting flavor to add to your roleplay. This is how I made my Kitsune Inventor. It's great fun there. I'll put the video at the end of this video. I feel the Kitsune are a good format for making any kind of shape-shifting ancestry. Just take the bones and put your own meat on it. Like, why choose Beastkin to make a werewolf, if you want to play a werewolf, when you can choose a Kitsune instead? You get the automatic change shape ability. They start with 2 forms anyway, at least, and you can take other powers for more fun. Especially if you're allowed to say that your ancestry is mixed with another, so you can take their feats that are like closer to what a werewolf would have, like rat folk or orc. It sounds good to me anyway, and you can just flavor it however you want. Like, I have cheek pouches because my werewolf form's face is extra bloated and flabby. And just say you look like a wolf instead of a rat. Let your imagination go wild. Change into a were-rhinoceros or something. It opens the door to a lot of different options for roleplay. I think that my favorite thing is still, weirdly, taking like multiple shape-changing ancestries. Like a Nadi and Kitsune. Just because it's freakish weird. Anyway, so if you like the video and think I've earned it, give it a thumbs up or share with a friend to tell the algorithm gods that there's something here worth your time. And hit the subscribe button to see more videos like this. And remember, foxes often carry parasites and infectious diseases. So if you're playing with one, remember to wash your hands. But seriously, for fox's sake, wash your hands anyway. Now, after this, you can see this video that is that Inventor Kitsune build that I talked about. And over here are the rest of the Jake's Takes videos, including the Anati, which I mentioned, which are freaking cool.